Hello. This is the animated news from the cruise industry this week, May 28, 2011. I'm not real, but the news and our sponsor, Cruise News Daily, are. Okay, here are this week's top headlines. MSC Opera returned to service on Friday after their electrical problems a couple of weeks ago, which required the ship to be towed ashore and cancellation of the following cruise. There was almost an 11th-hour cancellation of this cruise from Southampton while the British authorities approved the repair work that had been done in Poland. The ship did leave as scheduled when the approval was finally obtained. A crew member went overboard from Celebrity Eclipse last weekend while it was near the English Channel. Celebrity has video of the man climbing over the railing on Deck 3, and the man's body was never recovered. It apparently happened around the same time a medevac was being performed and the helicopter had landed on the ship. As CND noted, parent Royal Caribbean doesn't want to answer any factual questions such as the exact times involved or exactly where the ship was. It's obvious there's information about the incident the company doesn't want known, and we suspect some information on this one they are trying to cover up. Italian shipbuilder Fincantieri is being squeezed due to a worldwide downturn in orders from all segments of the shipping industry and staffing for a much higher level of orders. They began negotiations with their unions in Italy this week to downsize their operations. The company's initial proposal was to close 2 of their yards and reduce their workforce by almost a third. That touched off violence in 2 cities, and plans for a series of strikes through June 6 when the 2 parties are next supposed to go back to the bargaining table. Those are the top stories of the week. The complete detailed stories and perspective on them were delivered to CND subscribers daily via email. CND's daily emails this week also covered 18 other items. Among them were Carnival Cruise Line saying that they would homeport a ship at Boston for the first time in 2012. For 2 months in the summer, they will operate 4- and 5-night cruises to the Canadian Maritimes. 3 cruise lines announced details of refurbishment on 3 of their ships. Work was just completed on NCL's Norwegian Dawn and Holland America's Maasdam. Royal Caribbean's Radiance of the Seas just entered dry dock, and we have some video on the CND website of it arriving at the Victoria shipyard. We also have 2 more interesting new videos this week. We have some additional video from the christening of P&O's Adonia, where various P&O executives talk about the concept of the ship and where it's going. And we have a video from Princess about the special arrangements make for passengers traveling with their service animals. In this one, they show a group from Guide Dogs for the Blind. Links to those are also on the CND website. The Greek government said this week they do not have the funds to remove the wreckage of Sea Diamond, which sank in the caldera of Santorini almost 4 years ago. The operation is estimated to cost €150 million, and the ship still contains 113 cubic meters of fuel which is slowly leaking. And on Thursday, Xanterra Hotels and Resorts closed on their purchase of Windstar Cruises. The company reiterated their intention not to make changes to the line's schedule and honor all booked fares and reservations through 2012. Those are the top stories of the week and other things you'll want to know from the cruise industry that were included in daily emails to our subscribers. Headlines and links we mentioned are on our website at www.cruisenewsdaily.com. I'll be back next week with more news from Cruise News Daily. So long.